Alright, welcome back. I finished... Oh, damn, now I'm trying to think exactly where I did leave off. I've been playing with the whole, footage freezing thing, and did a couple of little sort of test videos to see. It's working better at the moment. I haven't had any more... It hasn't stuck for like 5 minutes. It's stuck for 5 seconds at worst. I still don't know what the problem is. So... Yeah, now I'd have to go back and watch the latest finished video to see exactly where I just left off. But I'm pretty sure I got the village... Yeah, I got the village done. And then, I was hoping these two idiots would breed. Oh, they didn't. I kept throwing food at them. I think, at this point they've still got about a stack of carrots each. Just from what I gave them. I'd forgotten... I don't know why this is either, but when I start up a village like this, and the one back on my island was easy enough because I didn't have anything to give them in the first place, any food. So I just started trading with them. In order to get the first two to breed, I always seem to have to trade with them first, so that guy who's all, currently libidinous, I gave him enough coal to get a couple of emeralds and buy, like, leather leggings from the other guy. If that is the other guy. They're identical, I think. I don't know. They're both leather workers who want 12 skins, which I don't have any skins right now on me. Their first kid at that point actually was a farmer, or more accurately a shepherd, which was good. I got an emerald out of him by wandering off, and there were sheep over there, so I got some wool. Oh, and I know what, yeah, I left off, again, I already just did this while filming and therefore narrating what I was doing. So I'm having trouble remembering exactly what no one else has seen. This is one, I put this in. This is my, sugar farm, not too different from the one back on my island. The difference is it's not actually in an ocean, so it's, I finally found a use for the damned, sandstone blocks. I just set those down to retain the water. Took out a couple of houses that were over there. Didn't want them there anyway. I haven't actually filled in the... I haven't covered the water with anything. I might do the trapdoors again, or I might just use wool. I haven't decided. I mentioned last time that I had done this, I think. And there's a squid, which I think officially this is the first time I've filmed squids actually being in here. So yeah, they get, they end up down here. They do get stuck in those two corners a bit, but overall I don't think it's a problem. I mean, it is, but in the numbers I'm going to be playing with, it's not going to matter. So yeah, like he's trying to, if he hides in that corner, he's like safe until he gets tired. If he gets tired, I don't know how that works. These guys apparently got tired, so they're, yeah, dying. Which, is good, because I like it when they die. They give me stuff. Oh, except for this time. I don't know if it's showing up on the recording, but it's just floating there. They do seem to take a long time to die in this setup. They sit on the edge of the water and just stay okay for a bit. Yeah, this is just... Oh, I see what happened. It's weird. I could solve all of these problems if I, if 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Times 4 is like 76. Well, 75, because this one's here. Or this isn't. one. And it's square, so 19 squared is 361. Then minus the 76, I would need almost 300 more hoppers, and then I could get rid of the water down here and just let them fall wherever they wanted, die instantly, never get trapped. The flaw in that, of course, is I would need like 1,500 iron ingots. Needing 300 more crates isn't a big deal. That's not that hard to... That's just 600 logs, which is cutting down that tree a few times. But the iron is going to take some time. But like I said, I'm not getting any at the moment. I've got like a stack and a half left from what I brought here. In cubic form, which I went through a lot. Well, you can see I had... whatever I just said, 75 hoppers down there, and then plus other stuff. Yeah. Oh, well, almost 2 stacks, actually. Bed. Yeah, and meanwhile about that, I get up. Well, 2 things. One, I guess I'll start here, I'm closer. I got all set up with yet more sandstone. Did I leave that out, or is that a creeper thing? I don't have anything to put in there either. I got the lava blade in place, and the hoppers, so whenever golems start happening, they'll end up in here, or, you know, they'll end up in that 3x3 room on fire, which they're not going to do yet, because actually, well, that actually would be easier to illustrate from down here, thinking about it. I should go do this, I forgot to. I never got around to, that's sealed up there. It's still just a big dry square in the middle of the waterfall. Which I'll handle here in just a sec. First, I can't get down that way. Oh man, I'm in a mess. Well, actually this is good. Because there's a whole bunch of shadows and stuff. I've just gone ahead and torched up everything. So there's... no monsters are going to spawn down here, day or night. You know, at night they could spawn out there because they're further away and not inhibited by lighting, but that's mostly harmless. You know, I can shoot most of them with arrows, and if it's an Enderman, I can probably, because I'm likely to get a lot of Endermen around here, I can probably set up some kind of a little, bivouac kind of thing, you know, like a shelter, basically, that I, is 2 meters tall that I can stand within, and, they can't, you know, the Enderman can't get to me, so I'll just, stand there and thwack at them until they're dead. I can't do an, Enderman factory until I've killed the dragon. Well, strictly I probably could, but it would still have to be in the end. By the way, backing away real slow, because, well, the way the lava blade works, there is a chance I could fall down and not catch on fire, but it's still a drop of like 15 meters, and if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Get out, though. Alright. So, wait, are you a farmer? First time I got one, I really thought it was a cleric. I was disappointed, but because I didn't have anything to compare the gray against. You're not the same color gray. So I really thought this was a cleric, but it's a shepherd. Okay, so wait, I've got farmer guy and my original weapons guy, right? And those two, that's 4. And then that new farmer looking thing is 5, and this guy should actually be growing up in a minute. I'm just going to put him away. He can live in there. They probably threw carrots at him, so he's going to be all annoyed that he's locked up, but I don't much care what he's annoyed about. The little farmer guy here can stay. Actually, is that a farmer? He's not doing anything. What are you? I honestly don't know what that thing is. He might be a cleric. Where's... Damn it, it's hard to tell. There are downsides to being colorblind. Okay. I don't know what the hell he is. Yet. I guess I'll find out one day. Here, have this. What I'm thinking, though, is... I guess it doesn't matter much. If it's a cleric, then that's what it is, but, technically I could lock away the 3 adults who aren't farmers. If I can get them in the right place to lock them. And that would, then I could just ignore all this until, well, indefinitely. If those 2 are actually farmers, I think they'll mate with each other. And if not, if one's a cleric, they'll still mate with each other, so... Yeah, I could just do that. And that way, when I do hit 10... A lot of the time, the instant I get the 10th villager, I get just like a complimentary golem. It just happens instantly. In cases, I've had it take a couple of minutes, but a lot of the time it's just... I go from 9 entities in a village like this to 11. There's just nothing in between. So I'm going to go ahead and lock you guys up. And then possibly regret it if these 2 morons just chase each other around on separate sides, but that's the risk, I suppose. I think it's going to be easier to manipulate those 2 into being near each other and breeding than it is to try killing golems that are in the wrong place. Although, nah, it probably wouldn't help. I was thinking I've got enough sand around here, it would be easy to drown them, but if I shoot them with the arrow from afar, it's not gonna... Oh, well, have a kid, quick. Come on, do it. God, you people are boring. That librarian over there, I think, is older than the cleric-y farmer thing that I don't know what it is. So it's gonna be an adult before the other thing is. That one's pretty new. I'm just not sure exactly how old he is at this point because, well, for one thing, I, stopped recording and then went off and made food. Because, like, 1 in the morning seemed like a good time to make just the world's simplest omelet. It wasn't even an omelet. It wasn't listening to me, so it wound up just being kind of like scrambled eggs with ham in it and cheese. But Hunter, my coffee chick, is not feeling well this week, and so she's avoiding, heavy spices like salt. And she just decided she was feeling well enough today to eat something that was at least made of protein instead of like white bread and white rice and whatever. So I tried to make ham and, well, she didn't want the cheese, because that would be, I guess, a digestive issue for her. But, yeah, I wound up making what amounted to ham and cheese omelets, but, the spatula I was using was, it was weird, I wasn't even cooking that warm, but the spatula just, like, tried to melt. So apparently it wasn't silicone, it was some kind of, like, made of saran wrap. I don't know. It went fast. It was weird. So I instead of trying to fold ham into perfectly wide flat eggs, I just mushed it all into a big hash, and she got that, and then my 75%, she's not huge. She's a foot shorter than I am. I dumped on a handful of, like, Mexican blend jalapeno cheese stuff and then just nuked it for like 44 seconds in a bowl. It was pretty good. So that was important to talk about. I'm just waiting for these damn things to grow up. I don't know why. I don't know what else I can really talk about having done. Okay, you're grown up. Within the game that I didn't get. Ah, yes, I like you a lot. Okay, so technically, well, there are worse things though. 24, that's awesome. That is the best librarian I could get. It's not a damn cartographer, because I hate those things. And of course I don't have any, anything to give him, because I'm still, growing this stuff just so I can replant it. I could run home and get a whole bunch, because there's gonna, I think, if I didn't clear it out right before I left. I don't think I did, I think it's all grown. I could probably do that. Oh, nuts. I knew better, too. Bad. Yeah, I could probably run home and see what I can get. No. What? Yeah, if I get home, it's going to be dark. That's alright, I don't care. It's always dark in the nether, so that's unimportant. And the island is lit up well enough that if I emerge from the portal into darkness, it's not going to really hurt much. Even if there's like a zombie raid at the time, I can run away from those and just shoot at them. The only thing that would have made that librarian better right at the moment would have been if his first trade was a book of mending. And for like, 8, 7 or 8 emeralds, I would not turn that down at all. I really need mending. There are other things I could use, but that is the priority. And I don't care about this. Grab sticks because I can. I rabbit. As far as I know, nothing back at home, I guess I'm just calling it home, the island, has mending. I just haven't seen it. And, I haven't seen any, librarians in the wild. What the hell is this? Why is this? Is it something to shoot? Because, God, let go of me. There's nothing there that made this happen. Oh, that's a... Okay, just run. Damn it to hell. What the hell was that? Shut up. You know what, let's just not be in the nether. Because that sounds... There was no fire on the ground that could have done that to me. I don't know what the hell that was. Damn it. Ugh, that was bothersome. Okay. God, that just gave me a headache. I kind of already had a headache, but I was staying on top of it, and now it's worse. Oh, man, that was upsetting. I'd really like to understand what that was, too. It wasn't the... I was clearly on fire, right? It wasn't just like, I didn't step on the hot rock, whatever those things are. Oh, I did that, didn't I? Forgot. Okay. I got a shortcut that I didn't use. Oh, let's see if there's zombies waiting for me. Not seeing a lot. Come here, bed. Oh, this is probably hitching. I'm hoping you didn't just stare at the same frame for like the last 5 minutes, because that could probably happen. Well, if that's... Damn, what happened, I'm now cutting down reeds. Which is why it sounds like I'm cutting down reeds. Which are loading, that's weird. Okay. I don't know if I have enough room for all these, I didn't think about that. My frame rate's dying here, I don't know why. I'm at 8. Wow. I don't know what the hell's... Oh! Chickenator's been running. No, it shouldn't be. I mean, it is, but I haven't been here to help it, so it shouldn't be that bad yet. Yeah, the problem with the Chickenator is you just... As long as it's running, it's murdering the frame rate over time. Sounds like I'm still picking all these up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got room. And that's necessarily at least, you know, like twice as much as I need. This is the same layout that I have back in the desert. And I grabbed, you know, I got 2 from each one of these. So I could build like 6 or 7 of these things right now. Which means I'll have leftovers for that librarian, I suppose. I'm just going through and seeing. I always miss like a handful. Enough that it's, you know, worth looking around for whatever I didn't get. Okay, the frame rate thing is the Chickenator, right? Oh, I think it is, yeah. Wow, that's some chickens. Just a bit. And a cow got out. And I don't care, I'll figure it out. Probably because I went through going through the nether like that, it helps things like sitting on the fence, you know, up against it. They get confused on which side to be in before the fence rebuilds as the let go. As the map loads from an absence of existence, you know, whatever it is. I still like to know why I caught on fire. I didn't see anything that could have caused it. One hunch. No, that never happened before, though. You know, if the nether has to load, which is why it makes that, why it's so stuttery for a few seconds. It's possible that, like, right beneath that, you know, the exit to the portal, there could be a packet of lava somewhere that I guess could have just tapped me right before the ground came in to stop it from really doing any damage. I don't know. If I have a minute to look at it here, I will. That depends entirely on whether there's a ghast waiting to shoot at me. I don't see a ghast. Pigmen. Nah, I think we're okay. So yeah, I came out like right here. And I didn't step on that. It had nothing to do with that. I'm assuming again that you're seeing what I'm seeing and not locked on a frame. That's weird. I don't know what the hell that was. Maybe it was a one-time thing. I don't know if it'll happen again. Kind of hope not. Gotta make sure I'm all fed before I come through here and maybe get some something on, you know, shoes that prevents damage. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's... I think I got into the portal before the sun set, which means I shouldn't have been near here at night, which means there shouldn't be any monsters lurking behind. Okay. I still gotta collect a whole bunch of sand at some point. At this point I have two. I have that crate there is filling up with sand, all of which just kind of came from doing this. And then I've got another one that I was pulling sand out from under the village to flatten it out. It seems like if I have two full double crates of sand, that's enough to do the, that's where our house was. That might be enough to do the ocean monument thing. I'm not positive about that. Partly it depends exactly how big I make the, dry spot around it. I'm trying to remember actually how many meters of no water you need to prevent the guardian from spawning. I know it's 30 something, a radius of 30 something. So that's a lot. Because if the radius is 30, well, it's, it's not a circle, so it's not as simple as that. Well, actually, this might be simpler. I don't know, call it radius, well, let's round up, call it radius 40. Is diameter 80, and then, that means we're looking at 80 squared, which is, what, 6,400? And that's just laterally. No, can't be 60. Yeah, it is. Wow, that's a lot. Well, yeah, so that would be 100 actual stacks of sand. On 2 planes. And then you also have to figure you're going from sea level down to the base of the monument, which is its own problem. But that's why it's sand, so I can drop it. And I don't fill it entirely in the sand. I use sand to drop in walls like, maybe 5 meters apart, so kind of like this. And then I go through with sponges and just smack them all down in a big hurry. Remove all the water for a few meters, down from sea level. Retrieve all the damn sponges. Cook the damn sponges to make them dry again. This is all after having got the sponges, which is its own adventure. And then, repeat until a given section, which again is about like just one of these, is all dried out. Although the first time I do that, it's meaningless. It just means I got a big dry rectangle cube that I can't do anything about. And then repeat in the next section over. And now I've got 2, and I can take down the sand wall between the 2, which is easy enough. Use that sand to build another partition. And ultimately it all gets dried out. None of which technically includes the monument itself, it's just the water around it. For the monument I've got to actually just tear it entirely apart and end up leveling out the entire environment. And then once it's dry and flat and there's no life at all, although it probably gets slimes and things, it's that far down. Then I can build a small, controllable guardian factory that, steadily provides whatever prismarine stuff. Alright, let's go talk to the librarian. You guys done anything else while I was out? Probably not. Maybe that farmer grew up, though. Yeah, I see. No, that's not him. Well, it might be him, but not what I was looking at. Did I see a kid? No. Are you gonna get all sparkly twice? So now you up to glass, right? Okay. Find out later. Oh, way later, because you know we're at time. Are you the shepherd or something new? All right, then where's the other one? Yeah, that one's locked up. That one's... Oh, he's still a kid. Well, that's boring. Wait. What are you walking like that for? Are you a farmer or not? Ugh. Well, if he's a farmer, he sucks at it. Alright, what in hell are you doing? Just grow up so I know what you are. I'm pretty sure it's not a nitwit, it's not that color gray, and obviously not a librarian. It looks like the right shade to be a farmer. But it's not a farmer. It's not good at being a farmer. Yeah, whatever. Time's up. Find out later. I should probably go get to bed, in fact. And then, meanwhile, what is a farmer, or really a shepherd, is trying to get into meet with my librarian, who I don't want wandering. Although I wouldn't mind trading places with him, you know, to this side where that thing is. So he's, you know, right now he's the furthest away from the entrance he could really be. But that's okay. Anyway, time's up, so assuming I don't have to cut out massive bits of this somewhere, that should be the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye.